Hello, this is Rolando Martinez from Vertically Integrated Projects version 9.0, and this is our wish list and shortcomings video. To start with, for the table we have the filters. For the columns, they should be drop-downs, ideally with that are dynamically populated with the options available. And then the idea would be that above you would have a super search bar, and the super search bar would work as a logical AND with whatever filters you have to result in the data presented. The super search bar would search through all the columns in any of the tables that you are on the tab, and it would ideally work with fuzzy matching and be case insensitive. Another issue, since that was more of a wish list item than a shortcoming, an issue that we discovered was that when you update the semester, it might show here with no issues, but if you go over to Projects tab, the table, you would see that there are no projects, because the way this is functioning is that it is loading the projects from the current projects. So it's comparing the term ID, as you can see here. It might say Spring Semester 2018, but if we were to look over at the term, you would see here that the term is 5A4BE. It's using the MongoDB ID and comparing it to the ID of the semester. So regardless of what it might say Spring 2018, it's not the same ID. And that comes from me being on my local system, which is why it shows like that. But if there were an error where a term in the semester tab were deleted and it had to be updated, that would create an issue for the projects. So a solution would be to completely alter that. It's currently stored on the administrator's user profile. That could be stored elsewhere, and it could be stored in a different way, but not using the MongoDB ID. Another wish list item could be reformatting text within these tabs, within the columns. For example, in UI Grid, you have the descriptions of the projects. You still have these markup text. Another issue would be the records of a student course history should be kept somehow. There's a wish list item. When searching for any class a student has taken in the past, the student should appear in the results. A potential fix would be to create another table containing only student course information, like in a relational database, which comes to one of the largest issues with this project. The database is a non-relational database. It is MongoDB that comes back from previous versions of this software, of the application, and now it would be better to convert it to a relational database, and it could be an epic story. Part of it is that we have many end-to-end relationships within the database. A relational database could take care of this. This is just a shortcoming and a fairly large wish list item. Another issue could be increasing security of the API endpoint for Mobile Judge. It's a security issue. Currently, it can be accessed with just a URL. And a potential fix could be using token-based authentication, as there are security risks with anyone being able to access it. So this is version 9.0, wishing version 10.0. Good luck, guys.